Have you seen your doctor lately and she has brought up concerns about your cholesterol or your blood sugar, and you leave the doctor's office thinking, well, shoot, I don't even know what to eat anymore. I thought I was doing well. This episode is for you. Today I'm giving you a simple, easy, heart-healthy midlife framework for your meal plan that will help you with your cholesterol and your blood sugar levels. No meal planning and no food tracking, I promise. Welcome to Healthy Her Midlife, the podcast for women who want real, natural solutions to feel strong, calm, and confident in their bodies again. I'm Christine Roberson, a certified nutrition consultant and health coach. Let's dive in. Today, we are talking about a heart-healthy, simple eating framework that's going to help you with your blood sugar and your cholesterol. Heart health advice online is usually one of two extremes. It's either fear or it's perfection. I tend to walk and want the middle path, which is simply repeatable healthy habits. So here's the key concept. Most everyone agrees that more whole foods, more fiber, more plant-based options, more whole grains, less processed foods, and healthier fat options are all heart-healthy things that we should do with our diet. So I have built something that I call a Midlife Heart Plate. And today I'm sharing that template with you. So you're going to picture your dinner plate or your lunch plate in front of you, or your breakfast plate too, for that matter, all your meals. The plate is in front of you and it's empty. So we have our empty plate in front of us, and step one is to fill half of that plate with fiber-rich plant foods. Fiber really is the unsung hero for blood cholesterol and blood sugar levels. You can make this really easy. Fill half your plate with salad. You can fill half your plate with microwavable vegetables with some salsa on top. Or you can technically fill half your plate with a cup of veggie soup and a piece of fruit on the side as well. All three of those options will fill half of that plate for you. Okay, so we have half of our plate filled already. So the second step is to fill a quarter of your plate with a protein-rich option. So some examples for protein-rich options would be beans or lentils. It could be tofu. It could be edamame, or whatever your favorite lean protein option is. But if you're eating animal protein, make sure you're really paying attention to that saturated fat, because we are talking cholesterol today, and cholesterol does not like saturated fat. Keep that total daily saturated fat at 6 to 10 grams per day max. And this is why I always recommend plant proteins first, because they don't contain saturated fat. You can get all the protein that you need without the saturated fat, and that's going to help lower your cholesterol. Okay, so we have filled our plate 3/4 of the way full. We have half of the plate filled with fiber-rich food. We have a quarter of the plate filled with protein-rich food. The last quarter you're going to fill with smart carbs. Carbs are not the enemy. Unstable blood sugar is. So you want to think whole grains here, like quinoa, like brown rice, oats or potatoes. Even a slice of great quality whole grain bread would work here. And then the last step is to add high quality oils and fats to your plate. So by this, I mean nuts and seeds. You can sprinkle them on any part of the plate that makes sense. You can add avocado here. You can also sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on your food as well. And again, here you really want to watch and pay attention to that saturated fat total. Be sure you're looking at the nutrition labels. Some nuts and seeds do contain saturated fat, and so does avocado. And then, of course, all of your dairy oils and fats will contain saturated fat. The American Heart Association recommends less than 6% of your calories from saturated fat. So really try to keep that saturated fat low, like I said. So which part of this template do you think is going to be the hardest for you? Is it going to be the fiber-rich foods, the protein, or the complex carbs, or the healthy fats? Drop a comment and let me know. Okay, now that you know the template, I'm going to give you 3 ideas that you can use to implement this template right away. The first would be a lunch. So for your work lunch, you could bring bagged salad for half of your plate, add a little bit of microwavable cup of brown rice for your complex carb, and for your protein, you could add chickpeas. And then for your healthy fats, you can sprinkle pumpkin seeds on top of that, and then a nice vinaigrette, and you're all set. Or maybe you could do a bowl of lentil soup with a fresh piece of fruit, whole fruit, and a handful of nuts on the side. That all counts as well. If you are dining out at a restaurant, you could order a large salad with extra veggies and beans if they have that as an option. And then choose one indulgence for the meal if you like, but not all indulgences. You could order a side of fries, you can order a dessert, you can order a glass of wine, but not all 3 at once. Choose one indulgence. And my third example for you is a real quick and easy dinner, heart-healthy plate. And that would be a bag of frozen veggies that you could just microwave, topped with a can of beans, about a cup of beans. And so that's half a can of beans. Add in some microwavable brown rice, and then top the whole thing with some salsa or some avocado, and you've got a nice, quick and easy, healthy meal. Or maybe it's breakfast and you can do a tofu scramble with lots of veggies in it and a side of fresh berries and a slice of whole grain bread. Or you can even do a veggie chili with a side salad. The point is you're going to want to make your plates fiber first, protein second, and then add some heart-healthy grains on top with those healthy fats. So here is your 7-day Heart Plate Challenge. Just pick one meal per day to use this template with. Just one, every day for 7 days. That's it. Not perfection. We're just practicing, upgrading our habits. And if you would like help to personalize your heart plate to your time, your energy, and your food preferences, that's exactly what my free wellness call is all about. We'll talk about what your preferences and challenges are. We'll come up with a couple of different options, and you walk away at the end of that call with a solid action step for the week. You can find my free wellness call sign up at healthyhermidlife.com/coaching. All right, ladies, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If this was helpful for you, please give it a like, a share, and subscribe to the channel, either the YouTube channel or the podcast episode on your favorite podcast app. It really does help me grow and reach more people. Have a great week, and I will see you next week on Healthy Her Midlife. Thanks for spending time with me on Healthy Her Midlife. If today's episode spoke to you, download your free Midlife Metabolic Reset Guide or book a coaching call at healthyhermidlife.com. See you next time.